Welcome to another dishwash talk. It's been a little bit. I am going to try to record as many as possible. Today, I have a lot of dishes to do, like a lot. But right now, the water is too hot for me to actually put my hands in the dishes, so I'm just going to talk for like the first couple minutes, and then I'm going to actually start washing. Yeah, it's way too hot. But I am not motivated to do this right now. It is like an overwhelming amount of dishes because Shauna and I were playing Call of Duty and we made a bet and I lost the bet because I suck at Call of Duty. So I have to do this while she's shopping, and that is what she is doing right now. So today, the first topic I want to talk about is being transgender. I don't think that I've talked about that. I mean, it comes up in different topics, but I don't think there's a topic on it. Comes up because, I mean, it's what I am. It's something I am, but it's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, me being transgender does not affect, well, maybe it does. Maybe it does affect my personality a little bit because it is a part of who I am. I don't know. But I was thinking about it when I was getting dressed today because every time I get dressed I have to put a binder on. And I think about how much that sucks. I hate it. I complain about it, and I think about a future where I don't have to bind because it sucks. And this binder, actually I need to retire it soon, this one and the other one, because they are not binding as well as they used to. But you know, that's just part of my life that I have to deal with, and it is what it is. I'm not ready for surgery. I want to lose at least, that's like 80 pounds now because I gained weight. I want to get down to under like 200 pounds. So like 199 is good enough for me, and then I'll go get surgery because I don't want to have surgery and then look in the mirror and be like, ew, I have so much more work to do. I feel like if I'm near or under 200 pounds, I'll feel a lot better about myself. So that is what I am waiting for when it comes to that. Something I really don't like about being transgender, other than the fact that being transgender sucks anyway, is I don't like that I can't have biological children with Shauna. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways that we can make it work to have a family, but one thing that we can never do is have our DNA combined. And I feel like that is something really sad for two people who are in love that would like to create a child. We can't do that. It sucks, but it's not only transgender people who have to go through not being able to have biological children. There's a lot of people who have to adopt because that's the only option they have. And as far as we know, we could probably get a sperm donor and Shauna could still experience having a biological child of her own. But for me to have a biological child is probably, I want to say there's like a 1% chance. Unless we have a lot of money, I can't see it happening, because the only way that I would really want to go through with that is I would get off testosterone for like a year, and I would get eggs, taken from me and put into Shauna. And I would really love to do that, but I think it costs like upwards to $20,000. It could be even more. And obviously we don't have that kind of money. We don't have anywhere near that kind of money, but if it ever became a reality, you don't even know how happy I would be. Like, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't think that it could ever be a reality, and it really makes me sad because something I've always wanted in life was to have a family and to have biological children. And when you're transgender, you kind of make choices, and I didn't make a choice to definitely not ever have children ever, but I definitely cut down the percentage of that becoming a reality. So I think about that a lot, and it really hurts me. It's definitely not a good feeling, and sometimes I feel like I was selfish to transition because I should have chose to have children at least first, and I didn't. I focused on myself, and a lot of people would think that's not selfish, and in a lot of ways it's not, but in some ways it really is, and I hate myself for it because I really want to have children. I want to have a family, and that is the biggest thing for me that sucks about being transgender. Definitely. The chest and body parts and stuff not matching, that comes second, because nothing means more to me than family. And I say that a lot, but I really mean it. Like, I dream of a day where I have a half-decent house, because without a house, I say this a lot too, I would never have children in this house. Shauna and I have complete control over when we have a child. Not really when in the sense that we can just have a child right now. What I mean is we can't physically have a child before we're ready, because we're going to, like, we really have to plan it. It's not just something, like, we can't just sleep together and have a child. It's something that has to be completely planned out. So it's not going to be an accident. It's not going to be a surprise. It's going to be completely planned out. So we are not going to have children while we live here, and if we don't ever move, then we don't ever have kids, and that's just... that's just a reality, and hopefully we do get to move and we do get to have a family. I worry about it. It sucks. It feels like being transgender and having anxiety and depression is like a whole bunch of things all together that make my life more difficult than it should be. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's all just part of my story, and this is all supposed to happen. Who knows? Who knows? But, yeah, I hope that someday we'll be able to have a family, and I'm not going to let being transgender stop me from living. Sometimes in, or during the worst days, it feels like the world is ending and my life is ending and nothing's ever going to get better, but I want to keep pushing forward because I know that there's a possibility that there's a good future ahead, and I want to keep working towards that. If you guys ever have any questions about me being transgender, feel free to ask them. I also have a whole other channel that is just, it's all focused around transitioning. There's other stuff there too, because it was my first YouTube channel that I really took seriously, so, which is funny because this one's called SeriouslyJD, but there's a lot of stuff over there, but mostly transgender related stuff, and I'm actually going to be updating that channel more now that I am going to be starting a journey with Rogaine. So if you're interested in watching that, you can, and it'll be over there. But that's basically how I feel about being transgender and what bothers me and what sucks and what I'm thinking. But when it comes to actually transitioning, I think that I made a good choice, and I'm definitely Jonah. This is who I am, so hopefully I said something, or I don't know, that was good, that kept your attention. But I think that it is time to start the dishes, so I'm going to do that now.